Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're just seeing my beautiful face for the very first time, my name is Adora and you're watching Life with Adabeke. Okay. Let me know in the comments what made you click, how you found my video. I asked this so that I can continue to post my videos and continue to put up my videos in those places that you found me. And if you're my returner, one of my OGs, holla, what's up? I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos I've been dropping recently, from just everything, all the videos that I've been putting up for you all. But let's get into today's issue. Want to ask that you please forgive me. This is not my normal shooting place, so I'm trying my best to minimize all surrounding noise, essentially. So all the surrounding noise, if you see people walking about, just free it, okay? Free it. That's not what's important today. And also, I've been having severe toothache, so please, if I'm talking in a weird way, free it too. So today is a day of freeing things. All right. I trust you guys. You're professionals at freeing things. But so today I want to talk about something that it comes up, let me say, once every 2 months on Twitter, on different social media platforms. And it's always this thing about how people shame those who can't speak their language, like their indigenous language. And so here, my specific example is going to be Igbo, right? Because I'm Igbo, that's what I know, that's the experience I have knowledge about. So the shaming that, people who can't speak their language usually go through. And on the one hand, there is the, oh, you're supposed to know how to speak your language. I completely agree with that, right? You're supposed to know that you can speak English, you can speak Italian, French, German, blah, but your native tongue you cannot speak. Why? You understand? And people always will be like, they call them, is it? Mama was Igbo, like something like that. My mother said I'm Igbo. You understand? In kind of trying to mock people who can't speak their language, or trying to mock them that, oh, you're not actually Igbo, it's your parents that told you that you're Igbo. You understand? You don't really have that connection. But on the other hand, there's the arguments for why people don't speak their language, due to colonization and all the awful things that the British and their folks brought about, especially to Nigeria. One of those things was specifically making it so that children wouldn't speak their language. So let me use an example for me. In my high school, right, we were specifically banned from speaking vernacular. And vernacular was essentially anything that was not English. So you couldn't speak your native language and you couldn't speak pidgin either. So you were actually specifically banned. It wasn't so enforced, but I know in many places where it's actually highly enforced. So when I traveled to Kenya, the girls' school that we were at, they could not speak. So in Kenya, the major languages is Swahili and then English, but it felt more like Swahili, depending on where you are, right? But they weren't even allowed to speak Swahili, which is their official language. They said it was because, they are different language and they wanted to discourage gossiping. But I don't feel like that was even a good enough reason. But they weren't allowed to speak Swahili, which is the official language of the country, except I think it was only on Thursday or something like that. I don't know what it was, but it was very crazy to me. So there are all these rules and laws that make it very, very difficult for people to speak their languages. And parents kind of imbibed, parents of old, they imbibed that culture, right, that told them that their own language is rubbish. So they imbibed that culture and passed it down to their own kids. And so in homes, people were not their language, people were not speaking Igbo. They felt knowing how to speak Igbo, you make you Igbotic. As the Igbotic is a bad thing, you understand? You make you Igbotic, and nobody wants to be seen as being bush. Nobody wants to be seen as being a villager. In secondary school, oh my God, I won cultural queen because I spoke Igbo, blah, blah, blah. And I remember when my house, Reggie's house, was trying to find somebody to represent us for the contest, for the cultural queen contest, and I was so embarrassed. I did not want to do it because I did not want to be born raptious. I did not want I don't want to be uncool, to be unpopular, because why? Because I know it's like, because I was speaking my language as best as I could, right? It just made me feel very, very like, ah, God, people are now going to like look at me somehow like I'm a villager. And like now I've grown up, obviously, like I just see how harmful those things are. But that's part of the rhetoric, right, that discourages people from speaking their language. Another thing is like when people do try to speak their language, they are discouraged. Please ignore, they just brought light. When people actually try to speak their language, they are mocked, you know, people laugh at them. There are people, I think it's called receptive bilingualism or something like that, where you understand, but you can't really speak the language. So like people are mocked for that when they're like halfway, even when people do try to like talk as best as possible, like the one that they know, they are mocked for it. Oh, you're not speaking it well, blah, blah. So that kind of discourages folks from even trying. Like it discourages them from even doing a little bit, like doing the bare minimum, like even saying things like just kedu hi, you know, like they don't even say, because they feel like, oh, if I say it in whatever accent I'm going to say it in, then I'm going to be mocked, which is so crazy, because people, no matter what, if you're speaking another language, you're going to be speaking it in whatever accent you have, right? So it's okay. When I practice Spanish, right, I'm not speaking Spanish like the way a full Spaniard is going to be speaking it, and that is recognized as being okay. But and when, like, I feel like this works both ways, right? Because when like someone with an Igbo accent is speaking English, they get mocked, like, oh, which makes no sense. And when someone with like the, like say like the normal Nigerian accent is trying to speak their language that they don't know that well, they get mocked. So it's just a lot of rubbish, like insulting people, you know, making people feel down for trying. And I don't agree with that at all. And so for me, like, I think for those who want to try, those who actually want to learn, which I think should be everybody, I think is, we're too far gone from the, oh, they mocked me, it's okay, you're an adult now. Screw those people that mocked you. Like, they are not there forever. Like, you have to now take on the personal, like, it has to be a personal journey for you, right? To want to learn your native tongue, to want to learn your mother tongue. Like, they mocked you when you were younger. It's no longer an excuse now. Like, there are resources now. And that's part of what I want to just share, is that, like, there are resources. For me, right, I know I understand Igbo perfectly, right? And I'll say, like, my speaking is, like, 75%. And part of that is because, like, I actually put in the effort, I actually try. So some of the things I've been doing was I took a class, like a speaking class, just so that I have somebody that I'm speaking it to. And with this lady, she's really, really good. She's an Igbo tutor. And I'm going to link her Instagram, but her name is, I think, Wada Igbo. And she offers various courses for various levels. So whether you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced, whatever it is that you want to do, she offers different courses for them. And so I think they're pretty affordable. So, and if that's something you want to do, if you really do want to learn your language, Igbo being the case here, like, do it. Like, you're grown. You're grown. I really think, like, we need to leave the, oh, they told me this, they told me that. Like, you're an adult now, right? You need to take that responsibility to actually learn your mother tongue. And that way is like watching Igbo films. This one, like, my parents have been laughing at me since I've been here. Like, I'm always watching Afmag Igbo, like, just so that, like, there are certain things that I learn new words, which, if you're learning any language, actually, they'll tell you, like, watch films, like, in that language. And so, like, same thing, Afmak Igbo. Yes, the storyline is whack a lot of times, but I'm not watching it for the storyline. I'm watching it so I can learn new words, learn pronunciations, proper pronunciations for things, like, so it really helps. I really, really think that it helps. Another thing is, like, practicing with people or with yourself. Like, say things out loud. One of our biggest fears is that we don't want to say it out loud for fear of being wrong. It's okay if you're wrong. Somebody will hear you and they'll tell you the correct way to pronounce it. Like, it's okay, like, say it out loud, because if you don't say it out loud, you're in your head, right? You think you're saying the right thing, but you're not. You're not actually saying the right thing. So just keep saying it out loud, say it out loud, talk to yourself, like, as best as well. Talk to other people, find people. If you're abroad, like, there are probably groups. I know on Clubhouse they host, like, rooms where people, you know, come and try to learn. I think the rooms are always like Kanye Swibo, like, as in, just go and practice. It's okay to be wrong, because it's when if nobody ever told you that you were wrong, then you will not even know that you need to change what you're saying or how you're saying it. if you have people around you who are fluent Igbo speakers, have them, like, you know, correct you, have them engage in conversations with you so that you can get better at it. And then even for kids as well, I know there's a lady on Instagram, I think it's Akoko or something, I don't know, but I'm going to link her Instagram. She is specifically tutors kids. So if you have like kids, and she has like children books and stuff like that in Igbo, specifically trying to help kids who want to learn Igbo. I think it's very, very important because okay, your own did not work, you did not learn as a child, but if you have kids, like, why not let them, you know, why not let them learn, why not encourage them? And most of all, stop seeing learning Igbo or speaking your language as a bonreptious thing. Because why? What made it bonreptious? Because the British told you so? Who cares about them? You understand? What made being Igbo, speaking your language, being proud of it, you know, please just leave all those things behind, I beg. And like, you're too far gone. Like, there are so many things that when we were younger they mocked us for, and now we are appreciating it, right? Why are we leaving the language out, right? I think the excuse of they mocked us for it, I think we're too grown for that. If you really, at this point, is that you don't have the interest anymore, right? And that interest has to be reinforced. Like, it has to come back, because like, who's going to do it? Who's going to pass on that language? Who's going to, you know, if not you, learn something, try. Right? I don't think not speaking your language doesn't make you that place. You're from there no matter what. But it doesn't mean that you should just give up. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't know something. Like, you might not be perfect anymore. Maybe you might not be the most fluent speaker, but you can try. Like, you can try, you can put in the effort. And that effort, I feel like, is going to pay off. There are resources now. There are resources abundantly. Apps, courses, private tutors. If that's something you actually want to do, it's there. So there's no more excuse, right? There's no more excuse for you not to be doing something to learn your language. And I just want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Like, this was something that I've been thinking about for a very long time, and just felt the need that since I'm here in Nigeria, like, let me share it. I keep trying, no matter what. Even if they laugh at me, even if they say, oh, it's a correct me, and I move on. Like, you're not going to stop me from speaking my language. Like, you understand? Like, you're not going to stop me. And so please continue watching my videos. Just continue, like, supporting me. Thank you guys so much. I tried my best to minimize all the background noise, and I hope it worked. Tell me what to do about this my wisdom tooth that is not removing it. Like, at this point, I'm just tired. Should I just remove it? But removing it has to be like when I get back and stuff. But just tell me what to do. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you. And continue to watch my other videos. Continue to like, comment, share, and most of all, subscribe. Till the next time you see me, I remain your girl Adora. Bye.